Blessed day. Blessed day, family. Blessed day. From Luxor, Egypt. How you loving? How you loving? If you're brand new here, I'm Reverend Valerie Love, Divine Midwife of Soul, author of over 20 books on practical spirituality. And we're here every single day for 365 days straight of A Course in Miracles. And we got a party coming up at the end of the year to celebrate our incredible transformation, our incredible commitment, and our incredible whew, becoming. We are becoming new, to celebrate the becoming with a big hallelujah shout and praise. Hallelujah! Grand rising, grand rising. God morning, God morning. Are you loving? Are you loving? Let us go to our screen share and prepare for lesson 242 in A Course in Miracles. Let's see. Is it working? There we go. Now, we have been here. Wow. Wow. Look at Source. Look at Source. We have been here for 242 days straight, which means the days we have left are fewer than the days we have completed. We have now at this point 123 days remaining. If you did not get your transformation, if you did not considerably uplevel your life, if you did not leap into your dreams and cannonball into the pool of bliss, if you did not uplevel your service to humanity, uplevel your money, downsize your body, and everything else we want to expand except the body, we usually want it to slim down, right? If we did not transform our relationships, be more deeply in touch with our soul and our soul purpose for being, you got 123 days to get in there and make it happen. And really, it can happen in a holy instant by our decision. The power of decision is my own. By our decision, we can make it happen. Yes, family? Let's enjoy a deep breath. Yesterday, I got to share more of the incredible experiences from here in Luxor, Egypt. We went to Kambombo. Kambombo is a temple complex in Aswan. And though we went a few days ago, I got to share that yesterday on YouTube and TikTok. If you don't follow the Christian Witches TikTok, by all means do. Incredible content there, incredible conversation going on there. And also shared more from the Temple of Isis and Hathor, and also shared on my YouTube, the incredible 12-year-old driver that I had the other day here in Luxor. Oh, he's one of my favorite people. He's one of my favorite people. So I'm coming to you from Luxor, Egypt. And as my almost month long expedition in Egypt comes to a glorious conclusion, and I'm on to the next incredible destination on September 1st, I give thanks and implore us all to give thanks. Give thanks that we have life in our bodies, that we have muscles, that we have bones, we have ligaments, we have tendons, we have arteries, we have veins, we have blood, we have lymphatic fluid, we have lymph nodes, we have skin, we have nails. Imagine trying to live life without nails. We have nails, we have toes and fingers, we have hair, if we choose to, right? We are gifted. We are infinitely blessed. Please know that there are people right here in Egypt who make 1,200 Egyptian pounds per month. That is about 60 or $65 US. The other day I went and I got a meal I was taken by an Egyptian man to this spot where only Egyptian people go. And once they gave me my falafel and my bread and my salad, I could not believe the price he said. He said 10 Egyptian pounds. And I was like, that's something like 50 cents or $1. So, family, please understand, if you are listening to this from the Western world, you are infinitely blessed. You will see more money in 1 month than most of the world sees all year. And somehow we will still find a way to call ourselves broke. Stop. You're blessed. You're infinitely blessed. You have far more than you require. Far more shoes, far more in the way of home, far more in the way of food, far more in the way of clothing, far more in the way of adornment, far more books, far more technology, far more everything than anyone living in a developed world, in a developing world. Give thanks for your Father's gifts to you. Give thanks. And for now, we stop asking for more. Because when the experience of full, satiated, contented, that's why they say contentment is so important. When that feeling comes on, you're showered with even more. People think it's paradoxically opposite. Well, if I tell myself I have everything I need, I'll stop going for things. No, you won't. You'll actually start magically attracting far more. Deep breath of thanks. Thanks and who you are, thanks at where you were born. You won the birth lottery. Thanks for what you get to do. Thanks for your passport. If you do not yet have a passport from the United States, go get it. Run and get it. It is one of the most powerful documents on the planet. You're privileged. If you're in America, you are privileged. I don't care what color you are. You are privileged. And it's time to understand that and to use that for the forwarding of love and your soul's destiny on the planet. Oh, great spirit. Thanks. Appreciation is all we have this day and every day with our love and our peace and our joy and our certainty. And we vow to use the gifts we have received for the upliftment of every child, person, man, woman, human being, in a body, out of a body, in existence, because that is our power to save the world. And we say yes. Lesson 242. This day is God's. It is my gift to Him. Tell yourself, this day is God's. It is my gift to Source. This day is Mother, Father, God's. It is my gift to my parent, my progenitor, my creator. I will not leave my life alone today. We must tell ourselves this. I will not, just refuse to be led by the lower ego mind. Just refuse. I will not do it. I will not leave my life alone today. I do not understand the world. And so to try to leave my life alone must be but foolishness. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't understand the world. I'm caught in the world of illusions. I'm trapped in the five senses. And if I don't go beyond that to higher mind, I won't know what anything is about. But there is one, capital O, one who, capital W, knows all that is best for me. There is one that knows. knows there's a knower. In all, there's a knower, an infinite knower. It's the same infinite knower that tells you to get your keys when you're running around. The next thing you know, you forgot your keys. It's the same infinite knower that says that book. Then you leave without that book and you get somewhere and you need the book. It's the same infinite knower that said, call John. And then later on, you find out something is, you say, something told me to call John. It's the infinite knower that's infinitely helping you. It's infinitely helpful. Yet we want to lead our lives alone. We want to say, hey, whatever, infinite knower. I'm too busy to listen to you, infinite knower. We won't do that today because we're making the conscious choice to step back and let the infinite knower that is this capital S self lead the way. And he is glad to make no choices for me but the ones that lead to God. The infinite knower within is only going to make choices for us that lead us home to source. The infinite knower doesn't take us on wild goose chases. The infinite knower doesn't have a seek but don't find, as does the ego. I give this day to him. For I would not delay my coming home, and it is he who knows the way to God. I'm not going to delay. Why swirl around in anything other than love and the beauty of source, the infinite beauty and the infinite love of source? Why swirl around in anything other than that when you can be home right now? So today, if we have temptation, let us remind ourselves, this day is God's. It is my gift to source. This day is the day that belongs to spirit. My true self, my holy self, capital S self, the self of all selves, source. That is the thought for the day. Here's the prayer for today. And so we give today to you. We come with wholly open minds, a mind that is wholly open. We do not ask for anything that we may think we want. Didn't we just say that earlier? Synchronicity, come to me. Thank you, synchronicity. We just said we're not going to ask for anything else today. We're not going to do it. Sometimes I think my subconscious mind is throwing up sentences from the course that it has committed completely to memory, even though my conscious mind has not, because I've read these words for so many days, so many times over so many years. Thank you, subconscious mind, for recording it all. We're not going to ask for anything today. We always asking for something that we think we want. Give us what you would have us have received by us. How about that? Source, give me what you would have me receive. This is not asking a God up in the sky to give you something. This is the one life, one love, one all that we are all, that we are and are it and are of. You know all our desires and our wants. There is something that knows all your desires better than you. And you will give us everything we need in helping us to find the way to you. Everything that we need has already been provided. You are free to move about the planet. You are free to pursue all that you are here to be, do, and have. Source knows all our desires because they came from the one. The desire to expand is really a desire to be your true self. And you ought to manifest these desires. That is your job as you play on this playground we call Gaia, our beautiful Earth Mother. And that is, of course, Miracles Lesson 242. This day is God's. It is my gift to Him. So now, within yourself, say to yourself, I give this day to Source. Let's take a moment and take the day out of the hands of the lower mind, because it thinks you need something. It thinks you need to do something. It thinks you need to be busy. It thinks you need to go here, go there. Not today. Source, what would you have me do today? Source, where would you have me go today? Might be surprising. Lay by the pool, chill, go to the beach, eat a mango, sing a song, relax. Today, we're not going to run around and be busy. We're giving the day to Source. And we'll move on inspiration, knowing that this knows what our needs and desires are. We'll move on inspiration. We will take the action required to bring into manifestation that which is the desire. And yet, the action that we will take will be wholly successful because we are taking the action of higher mind. We're taking divine right action rather than what we think should work. That is A Course in Miracles, lesson 242. I cannot believe we're in day 242. Only 123 more to go. Wow, family. And family, if you are watching us, and this is before August 31st, you have a couple of timelines that conclude on August 31st. So on August 31st, you want to be registered for the class that I'm teaching this coming Thursday. I'm so happy to be teaching this class. This 3-part class on how to make money online. Because people keep saying, I have money, I want more money, I want to up level my wealth. Here's how, with numbers, and which work the fastest. 7 ways, 7 different ways that, and I've done all of them. And some of them we do, and some of them we threw out because this, that, and the other. And then which one to do now to create as fast as possible $10,000 a month, which should not be hard at all in today's environment. Should not be hard at all. Yet you do have to have, what is the word that I want to say? In order to have multiple 5-figure months, you do have to have a particular set of, what's the word I want to use? Factors. It's not going to happen just like that. You do have to have a set of factors, a set of elements in place. And those are the elements we're going to talk about. And it's not hard. It's just not easy, and it's just not. I don't want to say it's not. Well, it's not easy. It's simple. It's not easy, but it's not hard either. You can do it. You can do it. So ValerieLove.com. Click on global events for that one. That is going to be September 1st, 2022 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you cannot be there, all good. It will be recorded and you can purchase the masterclass beforehand and be in the class with us on September 1st, which is always the best. Also on August 31st ends your opportunity to be able to buy the Globetrotter NFT for on layaway. And I'm going to let Harmony say a word or two about that, because at $500 a month, when you want to go to Dubai next year, we won't be accepting cash. It'll be the NFT. So either you've got to buy the NFT or rent the NFT. We're moving off a fiat currency and out of the fiat system completely. Next year, it will be NFTs. So, and Bitcoin and NFTs. So, people, wonderful people, Harmony and we have a travel room coming up next week where we talk all about travel. I'll tell you all about Egypt, where I am next, because next Tuesday I'll be in my next destination. Oh my goodness. We have a travel room next week. And so I'll put it in the chat where you can find all of this deliciousness about travel. Of course, you can find it, all the trips at Soul Whisper. Don't we need to move off of fiat currency? This fiat currency thing, it is getting worse and worse by the day. Family, did y'all see how they straight off ripped off all those people in China? Did you see? Now, China has tried to put a lockdown on you knowing about it. Yet it's seeping out because, of course, you can't have something that major happen and it not seep out. Did you see that, Soul Whisperer? They straight up took those people's money out of their bank account. They went to the bank account, the money wasn't there. Now, Chinese citizens normally they would not be uh-oh. And Vatican said, bring your money back to the main V bank. Something's up. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, this fiat thing is going to blow up. And you know what? When it does, the collapse will be great. If you don't understand Bitcoin, if you don't know about Bitcoin, you need to be in ascension yesterday, because you will be watching this and say, just like all the other videos, Reverend Val said it. Somebody just put that comment on my super viral video, 3 reasons why most Black people don't become wealthy. They said this lady was talking about Bitcoin all those years ago. If you don't get, I don't care if Bitcoin is up, down, we're not buying it for the price. We're buying it for the freedom, because it's sovereign money that you can hold in a sovereign way, not let other people hold for you and get all taken advantage of. That you hold for yourself. It's sovereign money. Do you understand? We only have 3 sovereign monies on this planet: Bitcoin, gold, and silver. Real estate's not sovereign. There is no other sovereign money that you yourself hold yourself. I've been saying it for years, and I'm telling you, when this fiat system collapses, it will be so catastrophic. And you see it just popping up different places all over the world. You saw Venezuela. Venezuela, when they got some money, they have to run and spend the money on the 1st of the month, because by the 15th of the month, everything would have gone 10 times price. Where do you live where you have to run and spend the money before the money becomes useless? Wow, I got the God bumps on this. Family, we got the solution in 2009. 2008 was the huge crisis. We have still not recovered since 2008. If you don't know how to use Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, and hold your own Bitcoin, I'm not talking about Coinbase. I'm not talking about crypto.com. I'm talking about you being a sovereign being, learning to be your own person, hold your own money. Here are the 3 sovereign monies that are left, that existence right now: Bitcoin, gold, silver. That's it. You got nothing else that's sovereign. And when I say sovereign, I mean you yourself buy it, you hold it, you care for it, you spend it as you see fit, and you do not need a third party to do jack for you. So freaking dependent on these banks, right? Oh, Central, what happened? Central, I have missed you. Central, a lot has happened in my life. Had 2, oh my goodness, 2 brain surgeries. I'm healing well. Hope you've been well. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you again. Lots of prayers and love to you. I just love you. Lots of prayers and love to you for your brain surgeries. And I'm so happy to hear you're healing well. So happy to hear that. Oh, that's beautiful. Little tear came into my eye. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's so good to see you again. Mwah! Hugs, hugs, hugs. So, family, don't play with this money. That's why we're getting out of Dodge, and I've been doing this for years. And I was completely off the fiat system. I was completely off the fiat system. I was completely on Bitcoin. I knew how to buy, get hotel rooms in Bitcoin, buy coffee with Bitcoin, get a pizza with Bitcoin. And I knew how to do all those things, which I still know how to do. These are skills you must learn. And now, then I slipped back into it again, because the world wasn't quite ready. It was like, you go in and you find that it's very difficult to do it, because you're a pioneer. You're doing something that people have never done before. And so you find you meet with great resistance, not only your own resistance, you also meet with great resistance in the world. And when I was talking about that, we didn't have this, we didn't have that, we didn't have that, we didn't have all the things that we have in Bitcoin now. So it was extremely difficult. And it wasn't difficult for me, because I wanted it so badly, because I was a financial advisor for 7 years at American Express, and I knew how rotten the thing was. Your 401k is rotten. It has a stench on it. Your investment portfolio, if it's filled with stocks and bonds and mutual funds are ripping you off 12 to 13 fees every year that you don't even know about. You'll never become wealthy in a mutual fund. Show me a mutual fund that made somebody wealthy, other than a simple index fund that doesn't have any fees on it. But that's not what they're offering you in your Vanguard and your Fidelity and your this portfolio and that portfolio, are they? No, they're not offering you index funds, because index funds don't pay them fat commissions like all the other mutual funds do. Your 401k is a joke. Your mutual funds are a joke. The stocks and bonds are jokes. And stocks used to be the way that regular people could become very wealthy. Now the thing is so corrupt from the rooter to the tutor, super corrupt. And never have you ever had an experience where the government and big business are like this, and where you have a concentration of wealth in the hands of so few people. Trillions, billions, and billions and billions, because of the Cantillon effect. If you don't know what the Cantillon effect is, why are you not in Ascension, and why are you not getting these master classes? Get in there. ValerieLove.com, and right there on the front page, you can see Ascension. Right there on the front page, you can see Ascension. And you don't have to become a member of Ascension for these next 3 classes I'm going to teach, because they're that important. If you don't know how to make money online, get it into Bitcoin, or get paid into Bitcoin, or get non-KYC Bitcoin, or store your Bitcoin in a sovereign way, or use Bitcoin and do all of that without requiring any third party like Cash App or Coinbase or Crypto.com or this or that or the other, you're not a sovereign person, you're a puppet. And if your money is sitting in bank accounts, I don't leave savings in bank accounts. Because one day you will wake up and the bank will not have your money. I said it. What's today's date? Today's date is Thursday, August 30th, 2022. One day you will wake up and the bank will not have your money. They don't have it now. They just haven't told you. They don't have it. If all of us went to the bank right now, 90% of us would be short. When do we wake up and see that this whole thing is just a big house of cards that's about to fall down? And who does it fall down on? Who always bears the brunt when it falls down? The people with the littlest means. The people with the greatest means, they're not going to have any issue. Get yourself positioned. The constant shell, it seems like it's too late to get into Bitcoin. However, watching this channel has helped me increase my money flow so much I finally have money to spend on Bitcoin. You know, Constance, I'm so happy you said that, because there is something very, very, very important about what you just said. It is never too late to get into Bitcoin. People see a 50,000 price or a 60,000 price or a 20,000 price, or I don't care the price of Bitcoin. When you stop caring about the price of Bitcoin, it is because you understand what Bitcoin is. Today is Tuesday, August 30th, 2022. I make my proclamation right here, right now. It's going on the record, as of all the other proclamations I've made over the years. The conspiracy showed me what was going to happen. A great collapse is coming. And when you go to the bank, they won't have your money. Period. You'll put your debit card in and nothing will come out. And if you're not preparing for that day and being wise and being proactive, as we call it stacking sats, getting Bitcoin, stacking sats, we're talking about getting Bitcoin, then you're going to be toast. You're going to be toast. Look at China. They straight up stole the people's money out of their bank accounts in China. This is not some rinky-dink little corner, little raggedy government. This is not some little rinky-dink raggedy government where there's a dictator. You know, 50% of the world lives under a dictator. This is not Venezuela. This is not, Greece had a meltdown. What's that? Cyprus. They straight up stole their money out the bank too. Did you see India? Did you see what happened in India a couple of years ago? They stole their people's money. How many times do they have to steal the people's money before you realize that they ain't got no money and this whole thing is a joke and fiat currency is trash? It's trash. They straight up just stole Chinese people's money. The people went to the bank to get the money and they said, we don't have it. The people are rioting in the streets, but they're not going to show you that. It's here and there pockets because the Chinese government tries to down on information. You try clamping down on a rumor, and especially a rumor that, well, it's not even a rumor, it's the truth. You try clamping down on the explosive information that people went to the bank to get their money out of their bank account, it wasn't there. Yet, we already had the handwriting on the wall. The handwriting was decades in the making because the handwriting on the wall says Evergrande, and Evergrande is like a BlackRock. BlackRock, we have BlackRock in the United States and around the world. Evergrande is this huge real estate company in China. And guess what they were doing? They were so bad with their money in China that people protest and they sent the police on them. That's exactly right. After they stole your money and you said something about it, then they're gonna beat you down. That's the world we live in. Now, if you're not taking note of that, then I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. You're sitting under a rock, family. And I don't think anyone here is sitting under a rock because you wouldn't be hearing this message if you were. I'll give you another example. Evergrande, which is this real estate company in China, they were selling real estate to people. It was the perfect Ponzi scheme. They were selling real estate to people that wasn't built yet. Buy this house, it's not built yet, or buy this condo, it's not built yet. Yet you're paying the mortgage on it now. And it's going to be ready in 6 to 12 months. Who pays a mortgage on an apartment or a house that they haven't moved into yet? Yes, we buy property that's not built yet. I did it. I bought a house that hadn't been completed yet. The house was there. I bought what was called a spec home. It was a beautiful home. It was a brand new home. And I bought that home. It wasn't ready for me to move in yet. I wasn't paying a mortgage on it. You get the key and you start paying the mortgage on the house when you move into it. These people, Evergrande, was so shiesty Ponzi scheme that they're getting people to give them money for real estate that wasn't built yet and was never going to be built. And as they're bringing the money in, it's the classic Ponzi scheme. The last dollar has to try to pay out, has to try to build the property, and they never built the property. And all these people are paying mortgages for like 6 months, 12 months. Oh, your house will be ready in a year, but you're paying the mortgage on it right now. You're paying a mortgage every $1,200 a month, $1,500 a month on a house you don't have. In one of the greatest Ponzi schemes ever. It's completely legal. Do you understand that these people are operating completely within the law? So do you really think the law is for you? When are you going to take everything in your own hands and say, as God made me, and I'm going to stop being a baby dependent upon my bank to do everything for me and keep taking all the power and responsibility out of my hands? Yes, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to be self-sovereign. I'm going to run my own life, run my own money, and do what a sovereign being would do. Emir Otto, you're a prophet that can read the signs and symbols, only the conscious minds. Woo, Amir, I pray everyone see it because you yell at the top of the mountaintops and still there will be people that will they're sleeping until the wolves are at the door. Someone snapped up pics of a sign in a Starbucks window saying, coming October 1, they will not accept cash, only card certificates. That's right. Cashless society. There you go. There are many businesses that are cashless for years now. That's exactly right. Especially in Texas. That's exactly right. And what's the purpose of that? The purpose of that, you see, nothing happens like that. You can't move billions of people like that. You've got to do it gradually, gradually, gradually. If someone's pushing you gradually to the cliff, you don't notice that you're at the cliff until your face is looking down and they're about to push you over. They've just been gradually moving you to a cliff. Gradually, gradually, gradually. I have sent your BTC videos to so many people and I think they have fallen on deaf ears. Wow, you know what? You know what I love about that Soul Whisperer? First of all, thank you for sending the videos to so many people. Woohoo! Thank you for sharing the videos, especially Bitcoin Explained Simply, because I don't think there's going to be a simpler explanation of Bitcoin that is just real world that anyone can relate to. What I know about humanity, when we receive new information into our brains, it plants a seed. So at first, we're not going to do anything. Repetition is the key. So it plants a seed. Then we go about our lives. Then we see it again. Oh, wait a minute. And then that puts a little water on the seed. And then we go about it again, about our lives again. We get busy again. We hear it again. And then it makes the seed sprout a little root. And then we go about our business. That's the exact same thing that happened for me when I was orange pilled. We call orange pilled being Bitcoined, orange pilled. Instead of the red pill or the blue pill, you take the orange pill. I saw that little orange bee around the internet, different places. I was like, that's some trash gamer money. I didn't know what Bitcoin was, and I wasn't trying to. So I am actually the same as all the human beings who haven't accepted it. That's why I keep saying it, and I keep saying it, and I keep saying it. And we look at another experience. Oh, Venezuela, get some Bitcoin. Oh, Nigeria banned Bitcoin, get some Bitcoin. Oh, China banned Bitcoin for the 20th time, get some Bitcoin. Oh, China threw out all the miners, get some Bitcoin. Oh, Tanzania had something like was it Tanzania? What country was it? I don't think it was Tanzania. Let me not say that. There was a country, if you'll remember the country that had a $1 billion bill, $1 billion bill, $1 billion bill. The paper was worth less than cow dung, because goat dung and cow dung, because instead of burning dung to warm their houses, they would burn the paper because the paper was useless. Useless. That's true. I saw you talk about BTC on a video at 2014. And I said, what's she talking about? Flash forward 2018. I figured that out. Same thing for me. So, Whisper, I cannot say that I got it the first time. I did not. And I didn't want to get it. And I had active resistance to it. I had active resistance to it. My mind, my financial planner mind told me it was fake. It was trash. It was a scam. It was gamer money. It was, and my lower mind couldn't have been more wrong. Woo, it couldn't have been more wrong. Because Zimbabwe, thank you, Amir Otto, thank you. Zimbabwe had the $1 billion bill. One $1 billion bill. How does your money get that bad that you have to print $1 billion bill? See, family, we're under the assumption, American people, that it can't happen to us. That's what we think. We think, oh, this is America. Precisely. This is America, and you need to get moving. You need to get moving. If you do not have a Trezor, a ledger, a cold card, if you do not have a way that you hold your own Bitcoin that no one can touch, including, I was listening to a video, and I put this video in the Ascension Discord. If you are in Ascension, go into the Discord right now. I put 2 videos there for you this week to watch. Mind blowing. And one of them was talking about the NSA, that you probably don't have to concern yourself with, thieves as much as you would the NSA, your own government. Okay, the most sophisticated information organization in the world, trying to track people. So, family, oh my God, bust a move. Learning how to have sovereign money. I've gotten the download that I am going to travel the world on my own sailboat alone. Come on. Having sovereign money is a key part to literally sailing away. Absolutely, Constance. You cannot be free if you are still life support into your veins, the fiat system. If the fiat money ended today, I would have no concern whatsoever, because I know exactly how to contract transact in Bitcoin. I know exactly how to get Bitcoin to people that I love. I know exactly how to help people with their Bitcoin. I know how to buy things in Bitcoin. I know how to translate Bitcoin into real world goods. I know how to hide it, store it, keep it safe. I know how to do all of that. These are skills you must learn. And, we're listening to the survival people. Like, some people laugh at the survival people. Don't laugh at them. Because you might be going to a survival person giving them a few sats, Satoshis, Bitcoin to get some water. Okay. I put at least $10 a week in Bitcoin. I love it, Ashley. Just keep buying it. Keep buying it. That's what I do. I'm buying Bitcoin all the time. All the time. All the time. Which cold storage wallet do you advise? Is a good question. I don't advise any particular one because they're all different and they are personal. What's the word? Only you know your personal situation. It's almost like when I was a financial advisor, people would say, well, what investment is the best investment? There's no best investment. There's the best one for you. Amir Otto, like all of us, we have different concerns. We have different people that we're going to pass the money to. We have different ways that we want to access it. Are we tech savvy? Are we not? Are we, are we the kind of person that feels not good taking care of our own money? Do you know that's a lot of people? A lot of people don't feel comfortable holding on to their own money. That's how much of a baby we are. And this just happened in the last 20, 40 years because your grandparents did not trust banks. They came from the Depression age. And the Depression era, people did not trust banks because no bank had money. They saw it. They did not trust banks. They held their own money in Crisco cans, coffee cans, under the mattress. Where do we think that it came from that people have money in their mattress? That was the safe. It was stuffed in your mattress. Why do the drug lords have the cash stuck in the walls, stuck different places? You remember they took that house apart and they broke the walls and there was just cash in the walls. It wasn't in the bank. I mean, of course, they do launder money through banks as well for what they need to use to buy a house, buy this, buy that. They had money in the walls. It wasn't in the bank. So you've got to really have a real long, hard talk with yourself about how you are going to be financially sovereign when this whole thing, when shit hits the fan. Scared we might make a mistake. Yes, absolutely. Because to tell you the truth, more Bitcoin has been lost by user error than has been lost to thievery. Thievery is not your biggest concern. You are your biggest concern in Bitcoin because it's on you, it's all your job, and it's all your responsibility. And that sounds like such a scary thought. Like, how am I going to hold $5 million myself? But guess what? You made it, you created it. So why are you going to hand it over to someone else? Oh, I don't know what to do with this. You were the one that created it. You are the one responsible for it. Find out how to hold it yourself and to hold it in a very secure way. I don't mean just hold it and you're at night biting your teeth. You're like, what if something happened to this Bitcoin? I'm not talking about that. I am talking about being at peace with how you are with your money. None of my ways of holding money makes me concerned. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Because you've got to find a way to secure these coins in a way that you sleep very well at night. And that if something happened to you, people knew what to do and people would know where to go and what to find, what to do with it. You see? So you don't have much time. Take this as a clarion call to get up and do it today. Do it now. Be in class with us this week. Be in Bitcoin with us, in our Ascension with us. Hold on. Because in Ascension, we talk about Bitcoin all the time. Okay, the internet is working for me now. Thank you. Hello. Good. How are you? Hi, Miriam. How are you? Good. Yes, the internet is working for me now. It wasn't working a few minutes ago, but it's working okay now. Yes, it's fine. Okay. Thank you. Hello? Yes, I can now. Yes, yes. Yes, it's going very well. Everything's good. No, I don't need anything at all. I'm good. Thank you. Okay, you too. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. They're so wonderful. I cannot wait till all of us come here next year. Because you're just gonna love this place where I am in Luxor, Egypt. You're just gonna love it. The service is wonderful. It's just wonderful. It's just beautiful. So anyway, getting back to Bitcoin, the key is that if you don't know how to do it, that's okay. None of us knew how to do Bitcoin. Bitcoin is new to all of us, so no one has an advantage. Even the tech savvy people might not have been savvy when it came to money. They might be savvy when it comes to technology. They don't have the financial fundamentals. If you don't understand or don't know the first principles of Bitcoin, then when you come into Ascension, you do receive the Bitcoin master classes where it takes you from I know nothing to, oh damn, I better do something and fast. I cannot tell you, family, how history repeats itself. And the people with the fewest resources never win. It gets real bad real quick. It's like we have a saying in Bitcoin that says gradually, then suddenly. Like it's happening gradually for years and years and years, and all of a sudden, brrr. And if we don't pay attention to that, then that's on us, right? We've got to take 100% responsibility for that. Why do you think I've been yelling from the rooftops about Bitcoin for a very long time and will be for a very long time? I don't care if Bitcoin is $100,000 per Bitcoin. Great. Buy a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of a Bitcoin. You can still buy $100 worth of Bitcoin just like you could buy $100 worth of Bitcoin 10 years ago. You can still buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. You can still buy $5 worth of Bitcoin. Nothing changed. It doesn't matter the price. The price is reflective of how bad and trashy our money is, number one. And number two, it's reflective of how valuable it is. If the only thing Bitcoin did was keep me sovereign and out of the banking system, that would be worth a fortune to me. If that's the only thing it did comes to, it does a whole lot more than that. If that was the only thing it did, that would be worth it for me. It's your way out. It's your exit plan. It's your way out of the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab that they told you what they're going to do. They're going to have you eat bugs. You will own nothing because they're going to own everything and you'll be happy. You're going to be happy. Why are you going to be happy? Because you're going to be taking the pills that they manufacture and you're going to be eating bugs and fake food that Bill Gates makes. It's his patented foods, and you're going to not eat meat because they. But now, not to mention, at the World Economic Forum, they're not vegetarians. Of course, they serve steaks, but you can't eat a steak. Now, I don't eat steaks, and I also don't say that other people shouldn't eat steaks. I understand maybe there's some issue with farming as we know it. Well, where did that come from? Look at the root causes. The people that caused the problem are now the people that want to turn around and tell us there's a problem. Well, you're the one that caused the problem. Soylent Green. You know, I never saw Soylent Green. I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to have to watch that because I've heard of it. I just got a few crumbs, nowhere near a whole BTC LOE. You know what? Soul Whisper, you won't even need a whole BTC to tell you the truth. You won't even need a whole Bitcoin. If you have 150 bucks worth of Bitcoin, you're probably doing better than most of the people on the planet right now because Bitcoin has not even gotten around the whole planet. Ooh, drinking the Kool-Aid, that's what they want. That's what they want. They told you. And you know what? It's very fascinating that they never keep any of these things secret. They write it down. They tell you what they're going to do to you and your kids. So why is it a surprise? These people are freaking sickos and whack jobs. These people are sociopaths. Who in the world is going to tell someone to eat bugs? Who in the world is going to tell someone the fact that someone wants to rule your life is the first problem. These people are whack jobs. And guess what? We've always had them. The good news is here's the very good news. The very good news is that we have history, and history is replete with people who thought they were going to take over the human race. They all think it, and they all come to ruin. They all think it. They all have these delusional visions of what they're going to do in this new world that they're going to make, and they all fail. From Hitler to Mussolini to all of them, they all fail. Hitler blew his own head off. I mean, these people are not stable people. Which class should I take to learn more about Bitcoin? Is it 7 ways to monetize your money online? When the first place that you could start is, if you don't want to join Ascension, if you want to join Ascension, it's an Ascension. More than you ever wanted to know about Bitcoin is an Ascension. So you join Ascension, and the Ascension price is so little that it will cost you far less than being burned by the banking system. I promise you. And the whole financial system, when the whole thing falls like a house of cards. In addition to that, if you are family, if you're not in a position to buy Ascension, which I think most people in, see, here's thank you, Spirit. Everyone in America is in a position to buy Ascension because Ascension is only $5 a day, Monday through Friday. It's $99 a month. If you don't have $25 a week for your financial future, I can't help you because we can't make it no cheaper than that for what you get. So everyone in America, because in America you have money just on fleet, you just have money in America. Come to Egypt, where I told you that one meal was 10 Egyptian pounds, which is something about like 50, 55 cents. Please, someone look up 100 Egyptian pounds. I think it's worth about $5, $5.50, $5.50. I have some in my wallet right now. Now, the meal was 10 Egyptian pounds. It was falafel, it was pita, it was salad. When he said 10 Egyptian pounds, I almost fell on the floor and I thought he was making a mistake. How do you make falafel and all that? That's how low the financial bar is. It's very low, which means there are an enormous amount of people that are living at a level of income that you would not even be able to fathom in America. So Ascension is super cheap to Americans and to anyone in the Western world. So you can do Ascension, and Ascension, you get access to more Bitcoin stuff than you can ever even imagine. Not only that, you have a community. Because when we can come together in class, you can actually talk about it with your own financial situation. I can't talk to you about your own financial situation here on a YouTube video. This is public. It goes to everybody. Millions of people could watch this video. I don't know who's going to watch this video. I don't know their financial situation. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't hear your voice. You can't talk to me and tell me about what's going on with your financial situation yet. In Ascension, you can. You can ask us very specific, pointed questions. And while we don't give anyone financial advice, and we will always tell you to do your own research, you have guidance, you have community, you have a coach, you have somebody that knows. You have a group of people that know and that are not in the system to get yourself out of the system ASAP. Now, so that's hopefully that answered that question, Constance, about which class to take. Soylent Green is a great film. They sell a vegan protein shake called Soylent Green. I will not be buying. That's scary. They are psychopaths. And you know what's very interesting about these psychopaths in the World Economic Forum? They're not doing what they're telling you to do. They are telling you, don't use Bitcoin, it boils the oceans, which number one is not true. It's total flat out lie. And they arrived to the World Economic Forum in their private jets. They're not doing what they told you. Now they're talking about, oh, we have to be carbon neutral by the state. That is a scheme to grab everyone's farmland. That is a scheme to get all the Dutch farmers, and the Dutch farmers know it, and that's why they're like hell to the gnaw. They know, people can see what they're doing. Like these people, I really wonder about people like this. I really do. I really do. Total delusion. They all fail. Totally delusional. Because anytime you think you're going to take over the human race, that's why slavery totally failed. Anytime you think you're going to capture people, you're going to somehow make them your slaves. It's like that movie. What was the name of that movie? Megamind. They're always sitting in their room. How they can take over the whole world? They always fail. You can't take over humanity. One day they'll learn it, but who the fuck cares? Thank you for this, Kaisi. I can't wait to get back into Ascension once I get back to America. Hello, come on. I'm currently in Colombia and everything is cheap as well. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. Super cheap in Egypt. Super cheap. A lot of places, not in the tourist areas, but if you go out of the tourist area, super cheap. Okay, here we got it. Thank you, Monique. 100 Egyptian pounds is worth $5.20. 100 Egyptian pounds is worth $5.20. So that means that meal that I ate the other day, when he said 10 Egyptian pounds, it was 52 cents. Now, please tell me what Mediterranean place you would go to in the United States, get a pita with falafel and a salad, and they give it to you, and it's 50 cents. I've never had a falafel and a pita that was 50 cents in my life, anywhere in America. I don't care how much, where we are. Okay. LOL, they stay trying to take over the world. God's garden girl. What are these people thinking? Myself, I sense, this is my intuitive idea. 5 Egyptian pounds, Emir Otto put it on the chat. 5 Egyptian pounds equals a quarter. 10 Egyptian pounds, that meal was 50 cents. And I'm standing in that place like, what just happened? You know how spirit shows you things and you're in it? What? I was stunned. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting at least 100 Egyptian pounds, $5. That would have seemed more on par. 10 Egyptian pounds. What are these people living on? Like, what is their income like if a meal is 10 Egyptian pounds? Like, you can reverse engineer this and say these people are not getting any money. I'm talking about the masses. I'm not talking about the people that are privileged. I'm not talking, you always have privileged people. You always have people that are, I'm talking about a rigged system that is against 80% of the population. And I'm not in the downtrodden, and I'm not going to be a downtrodder either. Not going to do it. So for all of you who are in America, stand up. Stand up for a playing field that is open to everyone. Now, everyone's going to make a different creation out of the playing field. Some people are going to create great riches. Some people are going to be sort of medium halfway. Some are going to be not at all because they don't care about money. All good. The rigged system, now a global rigged system. Let me say this last one thing about this. And they're still doing it. Biden said he's going to forgive all the student loan debt. Who the hell do you think is going to pay for that? I never went to college. I never got any student loan debt. I'm going to now be paying some student loan debt. Do you think that it's just going to go away? No, the people who went to Harvard and have student loan debt, and these people, they can make up to $125,000 a year. That's the cutoff. So if you make up to $125,000 a year, you can have your student loan forgiven. And who's going to pay it? Somebody that makes $60,000 a year. Okay. And he's being held for this. Yay, you're wiping out student loan debt. For who? And who's paying it? Nothing's free, family. Nothing's free. $300 billion. Because why? He wants to look like a hero and go down in the history books as somebody who wiped off student loan debt. You didn't wipe off student loan debt, 10,000 per person or 20,000 per person. You shifted it to somebody else. That's a shell game that I used to see them play on the streets in New York City when I was growing up. Where's they would have the 3 walnut shells or 3-card Monty. That's how they used to rip off people on the streets in New York. We grew up with that. That's a shell game. That's 3-card Monty. Oh, but people will. Oh. And then when they ask them, where are you getting the money from? Well, they said, we don't know. They literally said we don't know where we're going to get the billions of dollars from yet. And I'm not into politics. I'm not talking about politics. I don't love. It's up to you. It's your choice. I'm not a political person. I don't even vote. I don't care about that. It's something so far beyond that. It's not even funny. I opted out of that system a long time ago. It's a pack of lies. And you don't pick the president anyway. It's foolish. It's a game. It's a game. It's a game. So I don't have any problem with Biden. I'm wondering, what are people thinking that this is okay? And they asked them, how are you going to pay for this? And they were like, well, we don't know, but you can assure that we did the fiscal, we're going to make it work fiscally. You don't know how you're going to pay for this $300 billion thing that you're going to do, but you're sure that it's going to be fiscally responsible. You are better at managing your household budget than these people fucking are with government with billions of dollars in the government. This is where you come to the realization that these people that are in Washington, D.C. don't know anything more than you or I, and they're just trying their best to figure it out, just like us. They don't know any more than any of us. Hello. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So, family, I want you to look at what is happening in the financial markets and put two and two together and say to yourself, not, well, maybe I'll buy some Bitcoin today, maybe not. It's not optional. I must get Bitcoin, gold, and silver. I must hold it myself. I must teach my kids and my family, anybody that wants to learn. Now, the ones that don't want to learn, they're just going to have to go through the horrors, and it's okay. I mean, a lot of us learn by going through horrors. Nothing wrong with that. I must do it and put some urgency, put a fire under your butt, but you must do it now. Now, oh, well, I have a year. You don't know when this thing is going to blow up. It could blow up today. And I'm not a doomsday prophet at all. I actually am extremely optimistic about humanity. And I am extremely optimistic about everything that humanity is facing. You know why? Because we always win. We do win. Humanity knows how to win. We know how to come together. We know how to be ingenious. I count on the divinity, creativity, and ingenuity of humans every time. Every time. We have gotten ourselves out of bigger pickles than this. We will get ourselves out of bigger pickles than this. And I trust the God in us that we will find our way. And it's already happening, and you already see more people growing their own food and getting off the grid and learning self-sufficiency. And a lot of people are doing that. Eating local food and helping farmers. And you see a lot of people doing that. Eating differently. Where do you think Whole Foods and Trader Joe's came from? Because people come in. Oh, yes, come in. Hold on, hold on. Hello. Hello. Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm on a meeting here.
Okay.
Yes.
Everything's
So
okay?
everything's fine. Thank you
Leave
so
tomorrow?
much.
Leave tomorrow?
Actually, the day after tomorrow, I'm gonna do one more night. My flight leaves on September 1st, on Thursday morning. I leave.
Thursday morning.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So, family, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. We have such good service here. It's so wonderful. This is a wonderful, wonderful resort. I highly recommend it. I'm going to do wonderful reviews for them when I leave because they're just so good. I do too. It's New World coming. Yeah, yeah. I feel very good. I feel very good. I actually feel better than I have a right to feel about the future of humanity because I see NFTs, I see us, I see Bitcoin, I see more people jumping into crypto. I see people starting to understand. I see the scales falling from our eyes. I think 2020 and 2021 woke up a lot of people. I see people not so dependent on big pharma. I see people just becoming more responsible for yourself, responsible for your own health, your own wealth, your own food, your own exercise, your travel, just all of it, your spirituality, being master of your own consciousness. And we're gonna do it, family. I'm not a doomsday prophet. I am one that says wake up and move accordingly, and we're gonna win. Humanity is gonna win. All people. You know why? Because freedom and love are stronger. They're the most powerful forces on the planet. And many of these people that would seek to enslave you and your children and feed your bugs and have you just keep working to feed the whole system to send all the money upward, that's the kind of system we've created now, that the wealth is so concentrated in so few hands. We've never had this before because we have trash money, we have fiat money. And so people that had gold and silver, they kept their gold and silver until someone came up with the idea, hey, how about we just hold your gold and silver for you? Here comes the problems. Here comes, and we'll just issue you the certificate. And then you can just use the certificate and you can come back anytime and give us a certificate and we'll have the gold. Humans cannot resist the temptation to issue more certificates than they have gold, which is what we have right now. Print some more money. Brrr, press a button and dollars show up. How can that be good for anyone? Press a button and you got trillions of dollars of new money. How is that? How does that work? How does that work anywhere in nature? A cat doesn't have to go chase mouse to get paid, to have the belly full. A lion doesn't have to run and chase a gazelle and maybe not win and keep doing it. A bee doesn't have to fly and flitter around a flower. And you don't have to get up and do anything. Just press a button. Where does that work? Everything requires an expenditure of energy to receive anything. And you've got to expend energy to receive everything. Your whole body is running on energy right now. So if you don't get some energy, sun, water, food, or whatever energy sources you're using, your body is expending energy right now. And one day, if you don't have enough energy to put in it to take care of it, it's going to use all the energy. And that's called transition. So you mean to tell me we get brand new money with no energy expended whatsoever? Just press a button and get more money. Everyone knows intuitively that it doesn't work and it can't work. And they keep doing it. Press a button, trillions more dollars pop out. It's so freaking addictive. They can't stop doing it. I probably would be doing it too if I was them. I probably would be doing the exact same thing. It's too addictive. It's too addictive. Especially when you got used to not working and having minions work for you and you press a button and money comes out. Why would you change anything? Do you understand that the revolution never came from the top down? Revolutions always come from the bottom up. I wasn't talking so much, my phone went. Good put. Okay, family. So I say all that because I care about you. I want you to grow. I want you to prosper. I'm here for your freedom spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. If you've been in any of our programs, I just put a new link. Well, we have a new link going up on the website today to give us a testimonial and let us know. Give us a testimonial of ACIM. Give us a testimonial of anything that's happened with you in any of our coaching programs. Give us a testimonial because they're going to go on the website at valerielove.com. There's a page there now called coaching. And I'm going to put a link in it. The link is to that tomorrow. The link is not up yet for the testimonials. We're creating it now. So we would love to hear from you. All right, family. That's it for today. Love you. Mwah. Peace. Kaisi out and go buy you some Bitcoin.